Welcome to Digital Bytes. Hi everyone, this is Desiree, and today I want to show you what is in the NVDA settings menu under Preferences. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press my Insert or Caps Lock, whichever you have your modifier key set to, plus the N key for NVDA.
NVDA menu.
Now I'm going to hit P for Preferences,
Settings.
and then I'm going to go into the Settings menu here.
NVDA settings. General. Normal configuration. Dialog.
So here's where you would change your settings. You have your category of General,
Speech 2 of 16.
Speech,
Braille 3 of 16.
Braille,
Audio 4 of 16.
Audio. Now I'm just down arrowing right now. If you wanted to go into any of these categories, you would press Tab.
Audio property page. Audio ducking mode. Combo box no ducking collapsed Alt plus U. Volume of NVDA sounds follows voice volume checkbox not checked.
Okay, so those are some different customizations you can make in the audio properties. I'm going to Shift Tab back to the list.
Audio output device. Categories. List Alt plus C.
There's the categories. I'm going to press down arrow.
Vision 5 of 16.
Vision.
Keyboard 6 of 16.
Keyboard.
Mouse 7 of 16.
Mouse. Let's see what's under mouse. Let's tab.
Mouse property page. Enable mouse tracking checkbox not checked Alt plus T.
Okay, if you want to enable mouse tracking, say you need to get somewhere that you can only click on, you can touch your trackpad and have that enabled. So I'm going to check that right now and see what happens. So that just turns my tracking on, and then under my speech settings, I can turn on mouse echo so that when I move my mouse around, it will tell me where the mouse cursor is. Right now, if I do that, it's not talking to me. So you have to have that mouse echo turned on in order to hear where your mouse cursor is to click on something. I'm going to go back to the category list now.
Categories. List Alt plus C.
Okay.
Mouse 7 of 16.
Now I'm going to go down.
Review cursor 8 of 16.
So this is the review cursor. So if you tab here,
Review cursor property page. Follow system focus checkbox checked Alt plus F.
so this is where when you're reading on a web page, your cursor is going to follow you as you move focus down the page.
Follow system caret checkbox not checked Alt plus C. Follow mouse cursor checkbox not checked Alt plus M.
And it's not going to follow the mouse cursor.
Simple review mode checkbox checked Alt plus S. OK button. Categories.
Okay, back to the category list.
Input composition 9 of 16. Object presentation 10 of 16. Browse mode 11 of 16. Browse mode property page. Number of lines per page edit Alt plus N selected 25. Use screen layout. When supported, checkbox checked Alt plus S. Enable browse mode on page load checkbox checked Alt plus E.
Okay, so this is the default for your cursor. So it will go into browse mode on a web page. So it loads, and if you want to go into review mode, you need to change your interaction.
Automatic say all on page load checkbox checked Alt plus S. Include layout tables checkbox not checked Alt plus A. Automatic focus mode for focus changes checkbox not checked.
Actually, I'm going to check this
Automatic focus mode for focus changes checkbox not checked.
because
Checked.
when I do testing, people say, I can't see where your cursor is. I can't follow your focus because NVDA is not showing you where you are.
Audio indication of focus and browse modes checkbox checked. Trap all non-command gestures. Automatically set system focus. OK button. Cancel. Apply. Categories. Document formatting.
Now we have document formatting,
Document navigation 13 of 16.
document navigation,
Add-on store 14 of 16.
and there you can go to the add-on store properties. We can talk more about the add-on store at another time.
Windows OCR 15 of 16.
There's OCR
Advanced 16 of 16.
and advanced. So those are all settings that you can configure under the NVDA Preferences menu. Hopefully you found that helpful, and we will see you next time.
So, do you have an iPhone 16? One of the cool things about the iPhone 16 is the camera button, which is located on the vertical right side of the phone. It's pretty cool. You can invoke the camera right away from a physical button, and it's really convenient, especially if you're someone who uses the camera all of the time. There's also a downfall to it, at least for me anyway. I'm always hitting this button when I don't want to. It's there and it kind of is in the middle of where or how I grip the phone, and I don't mean to invoke it. So what happens is I'll grab the phone, I'll go to do something, I'll accidentally hit the camera button, and then it'll invoke the camera and take me out of whatever I'm doing. So I wanted to see if there was a way to change this and make it a little bit better. So what you do is you go into settings, you go into camera, and once you're into camera, you're going to see a button called camera control. You want to go into that, and then the first thing that you can do is you can change the camera control from one click to a double click. And this is convenient because when I'm grabbing my phone to do stuff without thinking about that camera button, it's going to take 2 clicks to actually invoke the camera. So if I accidentally hit it one time, it's not going to take me out of what I'm doing and start the camera. So I change that setting to a double click. The other thing I do is, I don't really use the camera all that much for taking photos, but I do use it for other things. So what I chose to do was make it the barcode scanner. So now I double click the camera button and then it opens up the barcode scanner. So this solves 2 problems for me. Problem number 1 is that now when I hit that button, it doesn't invoke the camera. It takes a double click to actually do something. And I'm using the barcode scanner more than I use the actual camera. So then I can double click and it just opens the barcode scanner and I'm on my way to doing that. You can customize this a little bit. You'll find there's a couple of other options in there. So go in there, play around with it, and make it work for you instead of against you. And that's what you do. And we'll see you next time.
This is Chris, welcoming you back to my series using ChatGPT with your iPhone. This is the final part in the series, part 5. I am on my screen where I have chosen to explore the library. And the library is where you're going to find images that you've created. And it's really fun to create an image with ChatGPT. You do want to have some visual assistance or some confirmation that the image you create is what you really wanted. So I wanted to create an image for a presentation that I'm doing in July, coming up here in a couple weeks. And I wanted to have 2 people standing with a chasm or gulf between them. One is the computer technician, and the other one is the computer user. And it was to express the fact that as a blind person, I could not easily connect to another person's Mac computer until Remote Incident Manager, the program that helps me do that, came along with that access. And so what I have created and confirmed with Ira is that I do indeed have that nice image with the 2 people. One of them's looking particularly worried because she needs help with her computer and the technician is over there, but he can't be helpful because there's this big gulf between them. So we're going to explore what are my options, knowing that I have created this image and I might want to access it. Of course, I can't edit it, but it would be good for you to know what can you do with the images that you may have in your library.
Close button.
So there's the close button in the top left corner.
Bridging the tech gap. June 8th at 10:46 p.m. Button. Pop-up button. Heading.
Okay, so that is the image here. So we're back on the image, and so we have more button, and that would tell us more about the editing process. And then there's the edit button.
Select button.
There's select.
Save button.
Save.
Share button.
So one option under the share is to
describe with Be My Eyes button.
And let's go ahead and do that in case I wanted a description of the image. Of course, I could just upload the file to my computer and then ask it in the chat box to describe the image. But let's see what happens when I describe it with Be My Eyes.
Just cancel button. Loading. Please wait. Be My AI is your message. Image. Please wait. Be My AI is writing a message. Be My AI. Be My AI. Bridging the tech gap. Cartoon illustration of a man and a woman standing on opposite sides of a wide chasm. The man, labeled computer technician, stands on the left side, wearing a blue shirt and dark pants, looking across the gap. The woman, labeled computer user, stands on the right side, wearing a red long-sleeve top and blue pants, also looking across the gap. The chasm between them is deep and jagged, symbolizing a significant divide or barrier. The overall tone suggests a communication or understanding gap between technical experts and everyday users.
How cool is that? So, providing that I have given it the information I wanted, I can then confirm that the image is what I'm aiming for. Let's say I wanted to know some other details about the message that were not included when I asked Be My Eyes to examine the photograph and tell me about it. So let's ask, tell me about the expressions on the people's faces.
Inserted tell me about the expressions on the people's faces. Dictate, actively dictating. Gap P. Send message, button. Send message, please wait. Be My AI is writing a message. Be My AI. Both people have neutral but slightly concerned expressions. The computer technician on the left has a small, polite smile and looks calm, but his eyebrows are slightly raised, suggesting mild uncertainty or hesitation. The computer user on the right looks a bit worried or unsure, with her mouth in a neutral line and her eyebrows slightly angled upward in the middle, indicating concern or confusion. Both seem aware of the gap between them and unsure how to bridge it.
Nice. That's really great. I love the nuance in the description. So in case you do have an image in your ChatGPT that you or someone else have created, you can then get that description from Be My Eyes. I've hoped you've learned a lot. We walked through many topics, including how to create screen reader friendly responses, how to adjust account options and choices, a description of the ChatGPT menu and what each function does. I also included a bug report of some artifacts from VoiceOver that do not actually appear on the screen. Next, we talked about the all-important creating a new chat and a temporary chat, and because that's what it's all about, it was great to walk through those. And finally, we had a demo of sending an image to the Be My Eyes app for description and clarification. And I wish you all the best as you explore new frontiers with ChatGPT.
For more, check out unmute.show. You can email us at feedback@unmute.show.